The late adopter. Hi guys, how you doing? Welcome back to the crypto technical analysis channel and XRP video today. Right now 1.54% in green, so that's really nice, and we are getting some kind of support from the white and blue line, 10 and 100 moving average. And you can see here that yesterday we actually managed to go all the way up to the red line, that's the 20 moving average, so it's kind of confirming that that's going to be the resistance that we have to break eventually if we want to continue going up. That said, there is some kind of pattern going on here. This might actually look like some kind of a double bottom pattern, but we're gonna see what's happening here. It actually there is some kind of line going right over here, so we're gonna talk about that and see if this has actually a chance to break out or not, because right now it's sitting at some very important resistance, and like everything else is sitting at important resistance, but it all depends on what Bitcoin is gonna do. So if Bitcoin continues going up, we're gonna break the resistance, but if not, you know, it can look ugly. That said, let's get into the charts. Make my face smaller, charts bigger as always, and start with by removing the moving averages. So the first thing we're gonna do, we're gonna draw the pattern that's actually forming down here, and I'm trying to figure it out. And I think we have to go back to the weekly time frames, and start drawing it from over here. And I think it's something like this over here. I think because this weekly chart is actually hitting these wicks really nicely. And here we actually managed to hold above this line, got back right above it 2 times, and are still keeping the upward trend over here, even though we fell down all the way down here. So if we zoom in now on the daily chart, you're gonna see here that this line got broken twice, right? Twice we got support. Like first we broke it right back up again, we broke it right back up again, and then continue going up. So these 2 weeks down here might actually be acting as a, like we said, double bottom, some kind of double bottom over here, because we broke the trend line support, but we got back back above it. So these two are actually holding right now the weekly support. You can see also on daily it is creating really nice trend line towards the upside. Although broken, you know, we are still keeping above it. Now there is a really important line on the top over here that has to hold, and it goes something like this, give or take maybe something over here. It holds really nicely with these wicks on top. So it is creating some really nice trend line over here, and this is some kind of a triangle formation that's going on here. But you can see over here that we are sitting at the very top of the resistance, and now the question becomes, are we gonna break it or not? If you look at the moving averages, you can see that we are above the 10 and 100 moving average, getting support there, but we have this 200 moving average coming for us to the downside. So we eventually have to break the 20 moving average and continue climbing up. Whether that's going to happen today or not, it kind of depends. For hourly, the same thing is happening over here. You can see here that we are hitting this resistance, as you know what, right now we are really right there at the resistance right now, and nobody's actually quite sure what's going to happen. You can also see that on the alts, they're not pumping some crazy 10%, 20% levels, because this very important resistance is not yet broken, and until it gets broken, you know, you cannot be that overly bullish, but we are still getting ready to do that. So we might also just be waiting for the 20 and the 50 moving average to come and push us towards the upside. We're also gonna see how this looks on the 1 hourly chart, but right now on the previously 4 hourly candle we broke the 10 moving average, and right now we're sitting above it and trying to push, but it doesn't seem that it has that much power to go. Like it did break this resistance over here from the previous trading local resistance, you know, and it is going a little bit up, but it needs a little bit more push to break all the way to upside. You can also see here that the price fell down to the 50 moving average on the 1 hourly, which is very important to hold, and right now the 1 hourly and the 50 moving average, the yellow line, is pushing the price upwards towards the resistance. So we eventually we want to break that, but we are really close. And you can see also here the 200 moving average, how this was resisting us from the moving upwards. So, you know, once we start getting into this, like, something has to happen over here, something has to happen. This cannot go on forever. Because the moving averages are going up, the resistance is coming down. We got this trend line resistance over here. Something's gonna happen here, either break to the upside or break to the downside. So what has more probability? It's kind of hard to tell. We can look at the volume over here and on the bigger time frames, and you'll see even on the daily time frames that the volume is just non-existent right now. It's definitely going down like a brick. You can see here clearly the volume is going down like a brick. So there is actually no volume right now here, because this triangle pattern over here is just killing all the volume. So as soon as we get some kind of a breakout, you'll see volume spike, and that will be confirmation to whichever side we go. There is another way to draw this, I think, maybe using some of these wick down here, but I don't like, because this trend line is just way too steep to be actually used the way I see it. So maybe something like this over here would be something better. So that means that we can go all the way down something like 0.84 or something like that. We don't want to look at the downside right now. We just want to look at the upside, of course, like everything else, and see what's actually going on. But yeah, you can see clearly that this resistance line over here might actually give us some trouble in the paradise, right? So let's see how this looks on the 1 hourly time frame. In you know, it's so close, but we are not quite there yet. So what I'm gonna say now is that like I said previous days, do not buy resistance and do not sell supports. We are buying the supports, we are selling the resistances, but right now we are just waiting, guys. Right now we are just waiting for the breakout. Okay, before the breakout there is no party, there is no celebration, there is no green numbers, there is no nothing. We have to wait for the breakout, because here it's a very important time right now to see whether we're gonna manage to get above the resistance, the 100 moving average, 200 moving average on the 1 hourly. You can see this is the 200 moving average over here, and the 4 hourly, that's also the 100 moving average. And then you got the resistance over here, and on the daily, you know, there is a resistance, the same resistance over here. So you know, it's really important to break some of these levels up here, So once we start breaking up here, you want to follow the volume on the daily chart or on the 4 hourly chart, because on the 4 hourly chart is also very the volume is really low right now. So you know, some kind of breakout will eventually come. If there comes no breakout, if you just start falling down, then the breakout will come on the downside, and you will see it on the volume. So volume will confirm the breakout, but right now there is no breakout. Right now we are sitting at resistance. Right now we are waiting. Right now we are not quite sure what's gonna happen, and all eyes are right now on Bitcoin and Dogecoin, of course, because you know Dogecoin has this listing going on. But right now all eyes are on Bitcoin and what Bitcoin might or might not do. Bitcoin is also hitting the same resistance, so we are expecting it to break it. But if it fails to break the resistance, that means it will turn down and go down back to the, you know, the triangle, and see if it's gonna break it or what's gonna happen. Of course, worst case scenario is we go below this line at 96. That's the 10 and 100 moving average. So if you do that, we are again below all the moving averages on the daily chart, which is actually a terrible thing to do. So you don't want to do that. Also, you can see here, if you start breaking 0.96, you know, maybe you should put this to 0.95 line. Let's put this down to 95. If we start breaking 95, then we are below 10 and 100 moving average on the daily chart, and also below all the moving averages on the 4 hourly chart, and that would be actually terrible news. It's not gonna take that much to fall down there. It's like something like 6-7%. Okay, it is a little while to go down, but you know, if we do that, like, all bets are off. Right now we are just waiting today to see if we can break the resistance or not. You know, I don't have millions, I don't have billions, I don't have trillions, you know, I cannot pump your price. I can only say what's might not happen, but right now we are neither bullish nor bearish. We are just technically just waiting in a limbo. Nobody knows what's up. So like the video on the way out, subscribe to the channel, and watch tomorrow's XRP video to see what's gonna happen with XRP. Thanks for watching the video, thanks for watching the channel, thanks for stopping by. See you around, bye bye.